Hi, subbies, and welcome to my channel. I have something exciting for you guys today. I did the boxes for the ladies that I told you about that I did on my haul, and I just took the time to try to break it down to you guys and let you know what you need. And if you want to do this with me, I slowed it down just in time for you to see it. So let's do it, all right? Okay, so what I did was I took my gloves and I've laid out some paper, and what you also see on this table is just a painting drop cloth that I bought at the Dollar Tree just to protect my little table. So that's the little box I got from Hobby Lobby. Feel free to take a look at that haul where it has a Hobby Lobby bridesmaid haul, so you'll know about that. I got these at half off. They were $3.99 plus half off, so $1.50. So I just took the label off the back. I picked the color, the Tiffany blue color. They're all different colors. So I just gave it a really good shape. And I just stood back with a great distance and just kind of took it at long strokes to make sure I covered each section very nicely. Try not to overlap it because then it just gets messy. So I did that. So I'm just going to turn it around where I hadn't painted it yet. And then I go ahead and paint that side too. And then I'm going to make sure I touch it up. Then I'm going to go ahead and get the lid. And I want to get that lid. This is made of paper. Now you can take, this is Krylon paint and stuff like that. So, different paints. And it's a 2-ply, so it can be sprayed on anything. But I sprayed mine on the paper boxes. They're very durable. So, just going to get that lid all nicely covered. I had fun doing this, and I really want to make sure I had that camera positioned so you guys can see what I was doing. It's not hard. Don't be intimidated. Everything is, just make it fun. And if you make it fun, you can't go wrong, right? So I have another box that I'm going to do. There's 4 altogether. There is exactly 3 that are square, and then there's one that's round. See how good that was? It's really neat. Okay, so me thinking of all the different things, I wanted to change my gloves because I didn't want the color to transfer because I knew I was gonna touch it. So I changed my gloves, and they're just gloves. I had I buy them in like Walgreens or whatever. So anyway, I put on the gloves and I want to get rid of the paper that I just sprayed. Now, if you already let it dry, that's different. And if it's the same color, you're going to keep going, then you can just keep going with that. But all my colors are different, so I didn't want them to touch each other. So I just basically had some sales papers and stuff that I put aside for the last couple weeks. Junk mail from the mailman. And I just kept it for this particular thing to do. As you seen, I took off the little label on all of them. I should have did that ahead of time, but I don't know, I wasn't thinking about it. So anyway, I've changed that. The next color is purple, and I'm going to go ahead and spray that lid first. And that purple was, you really had to shake it because when I first sprayed it, it came out clear. So that's the reason why I did the little tester. And funny how when I touched it, it really didn't transfer. See how you have to have your distance from it because it just sprays everywhere. That's why I said, just take your time. Don't have anything else going on. Don't have anyone come pressure you or bother you in any way. You want to just concentrate on what you have to do. Just get all the sides. I know it seems like I went really fast, but I just sped this up, so this wouldn't take all day. Okay, and just kind of touch it. I seen a couple spots I just wanted to touch it up on, so just making sure. And I had to remember that this was paper, but hard cardboard paper. So paper is porous, so I didn't want to go too deep. Now, if you can see the plastic moving, I am inside my house. I'm inside of my kitchen. I brought this table inside of there. I was gonna do it outside, but Texas decided to rain, so I was like, get it. But just touching it up as you can see, and then as like I said, you can see it moving, and that's mainly because I have a fan blowing. I have my front door open and also my window, so it's well ventilated. So make sure you are in a well ventilated area as well. So now I have finished those, and I have moved my paper and brought in new paper, and I'm trying to see how I want to do this. But then I remembered, as you'll see, that I have yeah, here. I have those boxes. And as you remember how I sprayed and it went everywhere. So I wanted to move that. The paper was disrespectful. It was disrespectful. But I didn't want to put something heavy on there because even though it had dried somewhat, I didn't want it to stick to the boxes, that was sitting over there. So I just wanted to kind of get that. And here I am fighting with it. It's like, are you serious? Are you serious? So I got my apron on this time because I remember I had an apron, but it's your choice. And I went ahead and put it on. And I'm going to go ahead and put on a fresh pair of gloves, trying to get it to stop. You see that? Like, don't. So anyway, I'm going to put on my gloves, and I'm going to go ahead and spray this box gold. Now that gold is amazing. Believe that it is. But the look that I ended up doing, I ended up putting two coats. So when this coat dried that you see off camera, I went ahead and placed another coat that made it even more glossier. But you will see that picture because I wanted that to just be brilliantly gold. So, and it seems funny when you sprayed it on the box that it's like a cardboard brown for it to be gold, because at first you would think, by looking at this, that it didn't come out brilliant. But trust me, it did. So, gonna turn that around. See how that just, oh wow. And then, like I said, it got so much better when I decided just to do it. And when I did it the second time, it was a very light coat. So, don't think you have to hit it hard, the second time around. It was just a very light coat. Here, that's when I realized I don't have to touch it too much. So I just kind of moved it in the lines of the fan so it can start to dry. And believe it or not, it dried without those streaks. Cannot believe it. So I'm going to go ahead and get that lid on all corners. Make sure. Touched it up at the top. And that was to gold. Hmm How y'all doing today anyway? Are y'all like looking at this and thinking it's strictly for weddings? Please don't. This one will be the black. Changing my gloves again and the paper, of course. Um, don't look at this just for the wedding. This is for the ladies for their tea party as their gifts. But it could be for your beauty room, it could be for your house, it could be for anything. It could be as a gift. Like, look at it for all spectrums and just enjoy the process. And there's nothing better than a gift that someone made especially for you. It'll last forever, and it supplies storage. And you can do anything you want to. Put whatever you want in the inside. It's an amazing thing. Now this black, oh my God, y'all. This black is, oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. When I say it is glossy, it is shiny, it is glossy, it is shiny. And other than what I did on film, I did not spray it again. I think that it was so perfect that if you went over it again, you truly could mess this one up. So I didn't want that. And by being round, I was like, oh, I thought it was gonna be hard to paint, but actually, I think I painted it much better than the square ones. I enjoyed it much better. That I do know. So that is the black. Yay! So we got them all done, and that's pretty much it, guys. So I'll put some pictures at the end, and you guys have a blessed day. And I will show you how I decorate them in this video as well, but I won't do the voiceover. God bless. Y'all be very, very good. Bye, subbies. Don't forget to sub.